Hello and welcome to another Battle for Hyrule 2 bracket match. This is the Swordless bracket. We've got SwordlessTwitchFlip versus Kingdahl. I'm John Tabin. Joining me on comms is Captain Green7. How you doing, Captain Green?
Doing well, thank you. Definitely looking forward to this one tonight. SwordlessTwitchFlip and Kingdahl. Swordless is both of their favorite categories for this, so it's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, Kingdahl about I guess like 6 years ago now was making a run at the world record in this category before Ruslugs came along. It was a very good time in this. SwordlessTwitchFlip, as you might guess from his name, runs this category almost exclusively, and has a lot of fun with it. So both very experienced, and hopefully we'll get Captain Green's name on the layout about the time we fix the crop on Kingdahl's screen, but I don't see anyone from SpeedGaming here with us at the moment, so we'll just go with what we have. So, we both skipped the wood sword cave, of course, because that's not allowed in this category, so we need some other stuff. So you're going to see them race up to the northeast and get some money.
This is a tricky part of the run, actually. Just all the screen scrolls involved. Try not to get hit along the way. It's not free by any means.
Yeah. Flip is foregoing some of the scrolls and just hot-footing it and not falling too far behind, despite that. Actually, they're about neck and neck still. Not sure why Kingdahl woke both Armoses like that. There may be some logic to it, but he also might have just been having fun. Hard to say.
Might even be a habit of the rando. Kingdahl's been primarily a randomizer player lately.
That's true. He has done mostly randomizer and a lot of routers relish, where he does know what Armos things are under, but yeah, in randomizer you do have to check both Armoses to see what it is, so that might have been the mindset. So they got the money out of the northeast and they're up and A-ing. Gonna do a little shopping. First, we get a blue candle, which we will use to get a little more money, and then buy the other couple of more of the required items before we get into any dungeons.
SwordlessTwitchFlip going for his first bomb drop there. Ideally, you do want to try and kill one of the bomb droppers before getting to the bomb shop, because if you get that first bomb, it saves you having to grab a secret. It's just a nice time save in general.
Yeah. And no emblems, and this is a vanilla swordless race. So yeah, these blue moblins, as well as the blue Octrox, can drop bombs, and Kingdahl did get one. So if he wants, he can skip the bomb purchase and save the money for later. SwordlessTwitchFlip will need to buy bombs here, because you need bombs to progress here. Which gives Kingdahl a bit of a lead at the arrows, but not much.
That is a scary screen for Swordless right now.
Don't die! Woo! Fortunately, we up A at the meet, so he will get his health back. Alright, so...
Runner's going to be making their way to level 1 now. Pick up the bow, give them quick repeatable offense. SwordlessTwitchFlip is grabbing that extra 30 right now, which is not a bad idea.
Yeah, I usually get that 30 after level 3, but if Manhandla goes badly, that becomes a problem, so it's not a bad idea to route it in early, even though it does cost a menu. Oh, he's skipping the bush 30, that's interesting. Maybe... I guess if you do that, it doesn't... I guess if you do that... I guess if you do that, it doesn't cost a menu, but you're right, he is gonna... I don't know if he forgot it or if he might just route it differently. We'll see. They go right to grab that key to allow us to skip the Korea key, which would take extra bombs, which we're trying to preserve at this point. Kingdahl pause buffering there. Those Gria boomerangs do a full heart of damage, so he would have died if he got hit. That's why he was being a little careful.
Pretty close to simultaneous bow pickups here. Very cool. Nice.
Yeah.
Both remembering the menu arrows after picking it up. You will see that quite a bit in this run, is using the up A times to menu to the next item you want. It's little time saves here and there.
Since we don't have a sword, we are constantly using B items, and the more efficiently you can route your menus, the better. The reason we do 1 first is for the keys. Kingdahl used to do 3 first, as did Jacober before him, but having, as you'll see, having the bow in 3 helps. Now you'll notice Kingdahl just skipped the wooden boomerang. That is not a mistake. He is one of the few swordless runners who has advocated skipping the boomerang just to have a different menuing strat, which will require him to do some different things than flip later on, which we'll point out.
Runner's taking up A here, most likely, and heading over to level 3.
Yep.
SwordlessTwitchFlip will be going what's known as top route here in the Unit percent run, but there is a static bomb drop you can pick up, which you will need to clear out the dark nuts before the raft room.
Yeah, and what I was saying earlier, that actually is the reason for 1 first. Is you couldn't do top route without the bow. So if you, just grab bombs and came in here, you'd have to farm the dark nuts first, and top route gives you a couple more keys because you get this key and to pay for that door. But you also, when you don't up A, or when you do up A the raft, you don't have to open a door on the way back, and so you end up able to skip a key somewhere else.
This also makes it nice to be able to build up a 10 count into this room to hopefully force a bomb.
Yeah. Flip is first to the raft.
Darknut's not cooperating
being
so
super
well.
Yeah.
That's the other nice thing about top route, is usually the pattern in this room goes nicer, but it's definitely not a guarantee.
They're still dark nuts, and their movement is still randomized. Flip grabbing that diagonal Zolki. I think Kingdahl got that on the way in.
Kingdahl on bombs here will probably try and set up a force on the way to Manhandla.
Yeah.
Comes the scariest boss fight in the game. Nicely done.
Yeah, went well for Flip. Kingdahl must be close to where he wants his count to be, because he's carefully avoiding that Zol after killing a certain number of them. Oh no! So, Kingdahl ran out of bombs at a very inopportune moment. He's going to have to figure out some backups. Looks like he's pulling out his arrows, maybe try to farm in here. Alright, he got a pretty good farm. And he's not going back in to get Manhandla. He'll have to do that at some point, but it makes sense if you're already out here to just go grab the ladder and continue. We can finish off 3 later on.
Yeah, he can even come back with the wand if he wants at this point.
Yeah, that's true. The one thing he won't be able to do is whistle to 3, which if he has bombs, leaving 6 is not a problem, because usually you just up A out of 6 anyway. But going the backup if you don't have bombs out of 6 is to whistle to 3 and farm bombs exactly where you just farmed them. So it might be some extra walking if things go wrong. But on the other hand, if things go wrong in 6, your Swordless run already has some issues. So we'll see what happens.
Both runners going to level 4 here, and since you need a wand in order to defeat the boss of level 4, which is a Gleeok, the only thing they can do right now is just go ahead and grab the ladder, which is going to come in handy for the following levels, and then they're going to have to double dip this level to return for a Gleeok later after picking up the wand.
Yeah. There's no way to get to Ganon Swordless without double dipping at least one level. You could, and level 4 is smaller than level 6, which would be the other option, would be to go get the wand and then come and do 4 in one shot, but then you have to do part of 6 twice, which doesn't make a lot of sense. So you'll see them up A, probably save, possibly reset. Oh, that's interesting. Flip just continues. So Kingdahl bombing here, he does not need hearts for the magical sword or any other sword to upgrade, obviously, so he's grabbing a potion for safety. Most people do on this route. And you'll...
Very important for things like level 6. I think this is one of the few world records that actually has a potion grab in even the world record run.
Yeah, yeah, I think Lack actually gets it and doesn't use it, but I haven't watched that run in a while, so I'm not certain. But I know Ruslugs put it in the route, and Lack wanted to do the same thing Ru was doing at the time, so he got it. So Kingdahl going into another Taken, Kingdahl's trolling me by getting that hard, I'm pretty sure, although it is within his personality to just do that for safety as well, but I would leave that Taken in case I need a potion later, but to each his own.
He was down the
I mean, in
heart,
fairness,
though.
yeah, that's true, because he didn't kill Manhandless, so he was down a heart from what you normally have here. So I guess it's defensible in that, because it is, one more hit.
And Swordless Twitch Flip grabs a 30 next to the Heart Rock, makes up for the skip of the bush outside of 1.
It's interesting. I guess if you have bombs after the ladder, that's not too bad. So Kingdahl clipping in. He has 1 bomb, which will get him to the bomb upgrade. Same situation for Flip.
Kingdahl's going to build his count on keys here so that he can hopefully get a force in the recorder room.
The Flip boomerang the old man at point blank like that, it hits him for 7 frames and counts for 7 kills. Obviously, Kingdahl couldn't do that because he prefers the arrows to the boomerang.
Kingdahl does get his force there, very nice.
Yeah. Flip gets
Solid
his force
room
as
for
well.
Kingdahl.
Solid rooms for both of them.
Yeah, very nice.
Flip right behind him into the basement. He takes a hit to zero out his count before he up-A's.
Yeah, so after this is level 6, which is the most difficult level in the run, and you want to be as close to full bombs as possible going in there. You can farm for extra in there, but just as a time save, being able to force in level 5 will help as well.
People in chat complimenting the background on the restream. That was done for us by only level 1. Very talented designer who's helped us out in the past few tournaments. And yeah, there are a bunch of variations on these themes that he did for us, and they all look really good, in my opinion.
Swordless, you saw, actually went back and grabbed the bomb that the Kingdahl was holding, and that brings him back up to full, which is nice.
Yeah. Kingdahl, stopping to kill that Pole's voice. I bet he's setting up a bomb force on Digdogger. I haven't been counting along, obviously, because I'm watching 2 screens, but that would be my supposition. That was correct. He got it. He only has 7 bombs, and if he wants to buy bombs, he's going to need to stop for more money because you don't want to go into 6 with fewer than 15 arrows because you need those for the likes. Flip also got a bomb force off the Digdogger, and he's leaving with 12 bombs and 37 rupees, so a little bit better resource shape, even though he's Kingdahl has a bit of a lead on the overworld walk now.
Yeah, that is ideal, because this is where the run gets really interesting. Level 6 is definitely the make-or-break point of Swordless runs, because it's the first level we're going to see here with a bunch of Wizrobe combat, and that, as anyone who's played this game casually knows, that's very tough to do even with the sword, and now you're going to see 2 runners doing it without the sword.
And bombs are the only thing other than the sword that can hurt Wizrobes. Flip whistling to 3 and walking to 6. I think it's a little faster to whistle to 1 if you're going to whistle instead of walk, but not too different. And fewer screen scrolls this way, so that might be his preference. Kingdahl gets hooked up by the Wizrobes on the way in. One of those bombs may have been forced, but at least one of them had to be luck of the draw. There are 3 out of 10 of the bomb-dropping group enemies you kill have a chance, a 41% chance to drop a bomb.
Does a good job of clearing out those keys without getting hit, so we'll have an 8 count going into this room, and ideally he'd like to force another bomb here.
We are in Magical Breakfast Room. Well, flips one room back. Kingdahl got his force at the beginning. Oh wow, he's got a couple of bombs on the floor, and the clock to help him clear it out. So, good start for Kingdahl. Flip backtracking a little bit to set up his count going into this Breakfast Room 1 fight. Does bombing 2 plus enemies on the 10th drop multiple bomb packs? No. Fairies work that way, but the fairy force is a little different. With bombs or rupees, the force drop happens on only one of them. I can't remember if it's the last or first to spawn of the group you bomb, but one of those. And the rest drop their random global drops if they drop anything.
Both runners have used the first charge of their potion at this point. SwordlessTwitchFlip in Magical Breakfast Room, Kingdahl in the Transition Room, which I argue is the most difficult room in this run.
This dark moat room that Flip is going into right now. This is there is a You can see the ladder deploying. There's water all the way around, so it's you can get stuck, but he's through it.
Nicely navigated there.
Oh, not sure Kingdahl wanted to get bubbled there, but he has bombs. He's okay. And Kingdahl first to the wand. Oh!
That's
Looked like
unfortunate.
Flip. Yeah, it looked like Flip was about to have a really good room, and then they phased into him.
So the good thing is the first magical breakfast room stays cleared, so he just needs to walk back there. There's
Yeah.
time loss, of course, but it's not the end of the world here. Kingdahl with a nice bomb drop there. Looks like he was setting up a force based on the number of keys he was killing beforehand.
Yeah. Flip pause buffering his way through kind of a nasty spawn in the moat room. Gets through it okay. This was Rope cornering him in the door.
Gotta be careful now with bombs.
Yeah.
I'd probably go force, but
Yeah. Does he have damage on both of them?
don't
He's
know.
more likely to know that than I am, but it's but you have to hit both of them with this bomb to continue, because there's no way to. Okay, he did it. It's
Nicely
gonna.
done.
Oh, and he forced on there. Wow. Yeah, I didn't realize that's where his count is. That was impressive.
Kingdahl's meanwhile been taking advantage of the fact that the blue wizards are not the primary spawn in Magical Breakfast 2, so you can keep resetting the room like this and respawn the easier enemies like legs, so that you don't have to bomb the entire room if you don't want to. Especially
Yeah, he got
helpful if
rid
you're
of,
low on bombs.
I think he was hoping to get a random bomb from those Vires, but he didn't. But that's okay, because he's just going to have a like here, and he can wand him down, and there are no more Wizrobes to kill, so there's nothing else that requires bombs until... Now, he is going to... He does still have to go back to 3. I wonder if he'll do 4 or 3 first. It might make sense to just go get Gleeok and force bombs along the way there. Although with only 1 bomb, that's there's a problem there too. We'll see how he handles it. Right, Flip in Magical Breakfast Room 1 now as Kingdahl finishes off Goma.
He has 10 bombs. He could make up some time in this room if he has a clean room.
Yeah.
He does have to be careful with his health, though.
Very nice, yeah. So he's not going to have to reload nearly as much as Kingdahl did. So he got all the Wizrobes and can just wand down the rest.
Yeah, and that's the difference these rooms can make. Because you'll see, even though SwordlessTwitchFlip took a death, he's going to be not that far behind leaving 6.
Yeah. Particularly since Kingdahl has to go back and finish 3, which he's doing now. I assume he's going to set up a count to force before Manhandle it, because he only has 1 bomb right now.
I believe he also has the static bomb from the Dark Nuts if he wants to grab that.
Oh yeah, that's right, and he has the wand, so he can wand the Dark Nuts. That does help. Oh, there's fairies, so that's a 0. But yeah, I can wand down these dark nuts. I forgot about that. Kingdahl showing how you can abuse the wand hitbox because it's a little bit broken and hit things that are over your head and even a little bit behind you.
It's fun to send dark nuts flying.
Up whistling to 3, it's probably for safety, keeping his health on the way into 4. Kingdahl is out of 3 himself, so we're neck and neck again.
Yeah, this is really close.
Yeah.
It's fun to see one of these races close out of 6. Throwing dark nuts into your own path not advised, as that points out. Runners with a good number of bombs going into level 4. All they need at this point is to go ahead and defeat Gleeok and pick up the Triforce here.
Yeah, and not having to worry about... I mean, it would be nice to force on these Vyres coming up, but it's they have some bombs to take into 7 if they don't. Yeah, anyway.
Super nice grouping there, getting almost all of them in just one bomb.
Yeah. He didn't set up a force, but he still used a bomb to make the room very quick. And flip is first back to Gleeok. He's out, grabbing the heart for safety. Kingdahl gets a fairy force. He must have come into that room on 11.
Level 7 is going to be coming up next, and similar to the 80% route here, the main danger here is just all the boomerangs flying everywhere, because you're mostly going to be wanting to dodge most of the rooms, and coming here with less health than the 80% route, you just need to be careful of that.
Handy bomb drop for Flip there. There are quite a few walls in 7, which isn't that bad because there are also a lot of places to get static bombs, but it is nice to get around them there so you won't have to clear out an extra room. Kingdahl trying to do the same. Oh, and he does.
Nice. Here, the route looks pretty similar, 37 to the 80% route. There is another bomb upgrade in level 7, but 12 is plenty for the rest of the game at this point, so the amount of time it would take to get the extra rupees and detour for that is generally not worth it.
Yeah.
Room SwordlessTwitchFlip is in right now is the red candle room, of course, but since you already have repeatable offense in both the wand and the bow, but mostly just the wand at this point, no real need to pick that up.
Yeah. Yeah, you need a candle to open level 8, so it's a required item, but we got the blue candle a long time ago to do a lot of other stuff, so no need for the red candle. The world record route in any percent Noah Bay is a red candle route these days. Flip just a couple rooms ahead.
Yeah, this is still very cool to see, being this close, this late into the run.
Yeah. Usually by now someone's had a complete disaster behind, but we're into the quarterfinals, so people know what they're doing. Yeah, it is fun to see them.
Oh, nice bomb drops first, SwordlessTwitchFlip. Having all these bombs going to level 8 will help in the first Blue Lagoon, because it allows you to drop some bombs, rather than having to just wand everyone down.
Kingdahl does get a lucky drop towards the end, so he has 5 bombs.
So level 8 coming up is not as scary as level 6, but it is still a challenge, because unlike the 80% routes, where you have Magical Sword and can do 4 damage per swing, here you only have the wand, which only does 2 damage per swing. So unless you do... if you drop a lot of bombs, it can still be good, but it's definitely a more challenging part of the run than the 80% route.
Yeah. It's also a different feel than White Sword runs, even though the White Sword and wand both do 2 hearts of damage, because you have to menu every time you throw down a bomb for one thing, and the wand hitbox is so different that in some ways it's easier, and in some ways but it's like there's more to understand. It's like Flip's gonna go up here and grab a potion. Kingdahl buy some extra bombs.
Only a 13-second difference entering level 8. Very, very close.
Kingdahl taking out about half the room with bombs and finishing off with wand. Flip doing similar. Now Flip's health is already in danger. Ooh!
Yeah, he's potion right now.
Yeah. That's why he went out of his way for an extra potion. Good move. I was gonna say, he's definitely gonna get a fairy on the last one after potioning. Not that I knew it was global or anything, it's just how the game likes to tease you.
Oh yeah,
just guessing.
Kingdahl's done a really good job of Blue Lagoon 2 here, wanding it down, but keeping his health up.
Kingdahl, I believe, at one point he got a time on every category on the main leaderboard. Swordless was the one where he was highest ranked, I believe. His favorite. very knowledgeable about various backups. And Flip holding his own here. Looks like he's gonna slow down. There's a static bomb in the stairway room, and those Gyptos and Red Darknuts can drop random bombs, so he stops there to refill a little bit. Kingdahl's out of 8.
34-38 Triforce grab for Kingdahl. It's a good time, and we'll be headed into level 2 to finish up before level 9.
Yeah. Level 2 routed so late in Swordless runs, because you get a little bit of a bomb refill at the end. And it's really fun to have the wand in level 2, because the Moldorms will just melt, as you'll see. Ooh. Taking another sip of potion. I'm guessing he'll get another bottle before 9, but he won't need it for 2.
Yeah, it's still a close race. 50 seconds behind on the Triforce grab there. Now the sword, you of course have to feed to Dongo the 2 bombs. Kingdahl looks like it's going to go back and grab the bomb pack, which I agree with, to have full bombs heading into level 9.
Yeah. When I was a kid, feeding Dodongo 2 bombs was the only way I knew how to kill him. I didn't actually know that the smoke and stab was a thing until I learned the speedrun. I think
Same
that's
for me.
true for a lot of people, yeah.
Kingdahl's heading
Kingdahl
straight to 9.
Yeah, he still has a blue potion, I believe.
Yes. Level 9, gonna be more Wizrobe combat, and I think even more so than health, the scary thing here is making sure you keep your bombs up, because running out of bombs in 9, there's backups are few.
Yeah.
In this route, both runners have 3 keys going to 9, so that's all the keys they need. They skip the first combat room there.
Detouring to grab another potion before heading into 9. Nice skip with the wand for Kingdahl, keeping his count. Wand's the old man once, so he has whatever he left the Lake Legs with, +1. Oh.
Gee, it gets trapped in that bottom right corner, though.
Yeah, he's got cornered, he missed the force, but... And Flip hot on his heels and coming into 9.
Yeah, so similar to
Okay.
level 6, level 9 is another time sink where if you have to keep reloading rooms, it will give SwordlessTwitchFlip a chance to catch up here.
Yeah. And sometimes you have no choice but to reload rooms. Like in this case, Kingdahl really had to put another force together. Oh, he went too high on the old man. Ooh.
That can sometimes happen because it's possible to double hit your old man with the wand if you're not careful.
Yeah, he was standing way back, so I don't think that could have happened.
Okay, okay.
But he's switching to arrows to make sure he knows his count, because it'll be in his ruby count.
You can see Flip here is caught right up. Ooh.
Yeah, he got hit on the first force, but the second one he got a 5 rupee, so he went over. Oh. I'm gonna check, see what's happening on Kingdahl's stream.
Kingdahl forfeited, which surprises me because he had lost a force there. He had only had 1 bomb on the Wizrobe and had 1 to spare, but he still had the static bomb from Patcher 1 he could have grabbed.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised to see that forfeit, actually.
Yeah,
At this point, SwordlessTwitchFlip just needs to finish this run out, and he will be the winner.
yeah. Kingdahl's stream is still running, but yeah, I guess he just turned the console off and forfeited. I hope he's up for game 2, but I guess we'll see. Getting up to 9 bombs there. He has 1 more Wizrobe combat room.
Looks like he's going to do a second force, which, why not? I mean, he knows he's got time at this point, so
Yeah.
might as well guarantee.
Yeah, get up to 12. Do not need the silver arrows, because you can't kill Ganon without a sword, so there's no point in arming yourself for Ganon. But this Patcher won't get out of his way, so he's just gonna potion and tank it. Boomerang clip gives you a 8-frame buffer as opposed to 12 or 13 that the sword buff that the sword swing or wand swing does. But that's why the boomerang was flying sideways as he did that clip.
This is the last Wizrobe combat room in this run.
Yeah.
Very nicely done. Getting a little hung up on the traps there, which is easy to do with the grid movement in this game.
He doesn't need any more bombs, so he's using the bombs to buffer his clip. This Patcher 3 is the final boss, since we can't kill Ganon. The run ends when Link holds up the Triforce in Ganon's room.
Nicely done. Your GG's out for SwordlessTwitchFlip for game 1. Finishes with an official time of 44:42, which is great for a no reset run.
And see how long they need.
I will be needing to step out of the booth between runs here.
All right,
with,
yeah, we
John Taven here, and hopefully as good a race as this one, because I mean that was super close up all the way up through 9, so that was really a treat to watch.
Yeah, and we will Alright, we're about to get started for game number 2. If you were here for the first race, you know these guys are pretty closely matched, and it was pretty exciting. SwordlessTwitchFlip taking that first race. We'll see what happens in game 2, which will be starting here in about 30 seconds. And they're off once more, heading up to the northeast to scoop up some money. Notice Flip mostly just walking, Kingdahl screen scrolling. Those screen scrolls save a few seconds each screen, and they end up Kingdahl just a little bit ahead of him because of that. Kingdahl once again waking both Armos as he gets the 30. He did that in the first race too, I think perhaps just a style choice. Flip takes a few hits. Ooh, that was close, but we're gonna up A at this 100 secret, so the beeps are nothing to be afraid of. Alright, next up we'll grab the blue candle, and then we'll head over into the Deadwoods for the 100 secret, and then we'll buy some more stuff. Kingdahl gets a lucky bomb drop off the first Octorok as he burns it. Flip does not, so he'll need to buy bombs. So in chat, I'm not sure I've ever seen Flip play a non-swordless game. I think I did see him do it once, but not very often. This is by far his main pursuit, is this category. And he didn't enter any other sections in the tournament, so as far as races, this is the only one you will see of him. Or, this category is the only one you'll see. So, Flip buying his bombs. Kingdahl got his with RNG, so... Yeah. Notice in the first race, Flip getting some of the bomb 30s and skipping some of the burn bush 30s, which is an interesting choice. So this time he's getting this 30. Maybe he meant to get... Maybe the different routing choice in the first one was less of a choice than I thought. But, So I see them pirouette to glitch open the key door at the top of the room, and then they go right, grab this key and up A. That'll let them skip the key, a key later on that would take more bombs than they want to spend. Alright, both runners have their bow. Once again, Kingdahl skipping the boomerang. He prefers not to have it in his inventory. Well, Flip is going to get it, because it's useful for some things. He didn't actually get to this point in the run last time, but one advantage to Kingdahl's no boomerang strat is when you run out of bombs, it auto-manages to wand if you don't have the boomerang in your inventory. So that, which is useful in one or two places, mostly right at the end of the run. Okay, so we're both out of 1. Kingdahl a little bit ahead, heading into 3. Only a screen or two. Yeah, Flip in particular is foregoing some of the screen scrolls that you could do, I think, just because rather not bother with them. But it is a little harder to screen scroll, at least going left to right without a sword, because you can't buffer. The B items you can't use next to the edge of the screen, so you can't buffer a left to right scroll with the wand like you might think you could. It's not hard to do slowly, but doing it fast does take some practice, and if you're not doing it fast, then you're doing it slow. It's a pixel-perfect one-frame input. I think frame-perfect is a little misleading because it's a one-frame input on any frame, but still one frame, yeah. Alright, so Kingdahl has 8 bombs going into Manhandle this time. Yeah, we're neck and neck heading into Manhandle. And they both get out. Both have the bomb. Kingdahl said in the race room when I asked if they were ready that he was ready 25 minutes ago with the manhandle in the last race, but this time much kinder, and we're screen for screen again. But again, Kingdahl scrolling where Flip walks, but so he picks up a little bit of time, but not much. They're really. Yeah, it's partly luck on Manhandla, but if you have experience with it, it does get a little easier to know the right places to put the bombs, particularly with that far right spawn. Heading into the breakfast room together, we are both gonna get our ladders. Picking up our 100 secrets at about the same time, but I think Flip's gonna dip down to the coast to get a potion where Kingdahl already did. Kingdahl bombing that that key give though, which is interesting. Flip dumping his bombs to get the auto menu to boomerang so he can use it for counts on the old man. Gets a quick 7 count with that point blank boomerang hit. Ups it with a piece kill. Up gets his force. I was looking over at his screen, so I didn't notice if Kingdahl got his force too, although he has 8 bombs, so probably. And both runners have the recorder. Kingdahl grabbing some money on those Zols, which he kind of needed because he was a little low. You want to have minimum 15 arrows going into 6 because there are that's if you don't tag any of the likelies with the bombs, that's what you need to arrow them down in the first breakfast round before you get to the wand. Kill these guys too. He might be setting up a force. I think they both forced on Digdogger last time, so they're probably both doing the same thing here. And there's the Digdogger bomb for Kingdahl. Flip out of level 5, not too far behind Kingdahl, and heading into the main event at level 6 because we got a gauntlet of Wizrobes to get to before we can get our wand. And the only thing we have that can hurt a Wizrobe is a bomb. Takes 1 bomb to kill an orange Wizrobe, 3 bombs to kill a blue Wizrobe. And their movement takes some getting used to, so the blue is particular. You know. They're very practiced in this, and they will place their bombs carefully. I guess Kingdahl wanted to leave his health. Keep his health. That's why he walked all the way out of the dungeon instead of just up and Aang to get the Wizrobes back. He got the fairies not only from the 2. I guess the 2 he bombed were probably the 15 and 16, and then the others were slaves to one of the slaves will drop fairies if the 16 count is the master. But you can also get multiple fairies if you have multiple kills, and it looked like both of those things happened, which you usually don't see them both at once. Kingdahl. Okay, they both have their the Wizrobes in Breakfast Room 1 down. Just have to arrow down these likes. Kingdahl has 1 rupee left. He's gonna use a bomb on like because of that. You do, of course, need a rupee to shoot a Goma later. Yeah, they're Flip caught up a little bit, and they're neck and neck again, heading into the wand. Filling up his bombs, nice. They'll hoping to do the same, although he's awfully low. He could get a good spawn. There we go. Gets a couple drops. Getting a force in the wand fight. He's through it. Kingdahl through it as well. Out a 17-second difference of the wand. Gets a little closer than that, but not a whole lot. Oh no. Tough death for Flip. The good news is, only thing he has to re-kill is the belfry with the bats. But it is some extra walking. The bubble in Breakfast Room 1 makes everything else stay dead. It counts as an enemy, and it's like the enemy left alive, quote unquote. Flip potioning now before he goes into the room, which with 2 hearts makes sense. The Wizrobe does 2 hearts damage, and a red Wizrobe does 4 with its beam, so certainly precarious here. Their health situation. Don't die again. Okay, he got the Alright, and despite the death, Flip is first out of Breakfast Room 2. Once again, as in the first race, Kingdahl's reloading the room, being a little bit more cautious, whereas Flip was able to bomb those Wizrobes and kill the room without reloading it too many times. But Kingdahl not too far behind, that said. That turn that Flip just did, as long as you stay on the grid, you won't get hit every time, but it's very easy to get gridded taking that turn and end up on the half tile you didn't mean to and die to a Wizrobe, so that's why he was pause buffering there and managed to pull it off. Alright, and we're both out of 6. Flip just a little bit ahead, but not much. Flips his whistle route a bit to give Kingdahl a chance to catch up. So Kingdahl up aid, which obviously costs health, but it's a little bit faster than whistling to 3, even if you whistle to 3 on the first try. And because Flip took a few extra whistles, Kingdahl's going to get to 4 just a little bit sooner, but just about a half screen ahead. Alright, we're back in level 4. We have the wand now, so we can kill Gleeok, so we're going to go do that. Getting a force on the Zols on his way in. Kingdahl scoops up all those rupees, Flip avoids them, and the rupee counts are only 1 rupee apart, so you can see why they approached it differently. You don't need rupees for a ton after you have the wand, but they can be useful for like buying backup bombs, for example. Which is probably what Kingdahl has in mind. Making sure he's over 20. Alright, we got simultaneous Gleeok fights. Simultaneous safety heart pickups, and simultaneous Triforce grabs. Let's go. We're both runners are a little lower on bombs than they would like to be going into 7. They can clear some rooms in 7 to refill their bombs, but a lucky drop on this walk would be very welcome for either of them. That's why Kingdahl gets it off the first blue moblin. Flip does not get the same bomb luck, but he was a few bombs ahead, so they're neither of them have the 7 that they would ideally have coming in here, but there are some options to take care of that. Kingdahl exercising one of those options by killing this room, it will drop him a static bomb. Flip doing the same thing. Each of these Gria boomerangs does 1 full heart of damage with green tunic, so this isn't super challenging, but it can go sideways fast, so they need to be a little bit careful. Also, this room you just saw Kingdahl leave and Flip enter. Well, Flip killed something, so he won't have this problem. I think Kingdahl might have gotten a boomerang glitch there, or a sprite glitch, because there's if all the keys are left alive and all of the Grias have their boomerangs out, there'll be a moment where you can't deploy your ladder because the sprite limit. I don't know if that happened or if Kingdahl just got snagged on the grid. Either way, Kingdahl had to take his potion there, so Flip's caught up, and they're in the same room now. Flip missed that third dig dogger. Probably he's just gonna reload the room, which as long as when one or two of them are dead, the other one will despawn when you do that. Alright, we're both out of level 7. Kingdahl, few screens ahead. I think they both still have a blue potion. Flip trying to get a lucky bomb off those moblins. Doesn't happen. Kingdahl buys bombs and also gets dropped. Flip gonna go up and get this potion again. He did use potion twice in level 8 in the first race, so can't say he's being overly cautious here. Kingdahl has a good Lagoon one. Flip looks like he's trying to farm bombs, but not stopping at the shop. But he doesn't really have any combat bombs going into 8, because there are well, I guess he could use one, but he has a wall to. I guess he could use both of them and then farm the staircase for the bomb to open the wall. But no, he only has a bomb for the wall he's coming up. So if he wants to use this in combat, he'll have to farm later. So he's favoring the wand. It's the rupee drop, which is 8 of the health group drops are health, and 2 of them are rupees, and the rupees seem to come more often, but he does get a fairy. Flips out of Lagoon 1. Finally gets a bomb in the transition room, where he stops to farm. Ooh. Potion up. Kingdahl, meanwhile, out of 8. Ooh. been a rough room for SwordlessTwitchFlip, having to use his potion twice in the same place. Not what you really want to see, but the bomb shortage made the combat a little more perilous there. Take some bubble boosts to get through the staircase clean, and he will be heading into his Gleeok fight next. Kingdahl, meanwhile, in 3, just gonna, or in 2 rather, gonna collect all these keys, destroying that Moldorms with the wand. Flip is out of 8 himself. Kingdahl not even stopping for the Dodongo heart. He is off to 9. You see Flip taking down the Moldorms as Kingdahl enters level 9. Now, since we don't get the silver arrows, it's basically 2 big Wizroad combat rooms in 9. But this being swordless, it can things can go wrong pretty fast, so it's hard to say how long they're gonna take. So Kingdahl took a hit on that Keese, so he knows his count's 0. It's now 1 after that like. 3. At 0 after that Patra. Yeah, let's go to Kingdahl's audio. Good call. Look, getting his potion. Kingdahl's into the next room. A bomb. Oop. Don't let it go away. Ooh. Alright. Next room's dead, but only 2 bombs, so he's gonna need to set up a force. 1. Kingdahl using the candle. So when you candle against the wall like that, It'll gives you extra kill for the split. But unfortunately, he got hit right after he did that, so he needs to start that count over again. So Flip boomeranging through the likes instead of killing them. That'll having the boomerang out will let him build a count on the old man with some boomerang shenanigans, but he switches back to 1 to try for the Patra skip. Not get it, so he's on a 0 count. Ooh. He was up close on the old man in a way that might have gotten double hits. I hope not, though. But if he gets a rupee when he wants a bomb, I assume that's what happened. But I hope that's not what happens. It's not. He got the bomb. Good. Getting a little corner there. Potion. Yes. All right. Flip out of the next room. Kingdahl, meanwhile, going over here to a room that's a little off route, but it's full of Zol, so easy force that he just set up there. Flip gets a force on the Zols. Hot on Kingdahl's heels. Like he wants to top off before he goes in. Kingdahl using his key to duck into this room. He's seeing some parts of 9 you might have missed. Kingdahl cannot miss the wall. He has one more bomb to use and one more bomb. So, ooh. Flip is going to have to wand himself out of that like as he's bombing the wall, and not get Wizrow beamed as soon as he emerges. Oh. Kingdahl into the Patra 3 fight. We cannot kill Ganon. The run ends when he holds up the Triforce. Flip not far behind him, but it looks like we're going to get a game 3. Can't switch the audio over. And Flip is also done. That race was a Kingdahl had a 43.26. SwordlessTwitchFlip had a 44.10. So. See how get a break before game 3 or what? Those egg in chat make the wand damage Ganon. That is a flag in the randomizer. If you turn on the swordless flag in randomizer, you can kill the wand with Ganon. And we did have a brief discussion: should we use a randomizer to make Ganon killable in this? But the problem with that is it changes the whole character of the run, since you need the silver arrows, and it would change the whole route in 9. So. Runner's just taking a quick break between races, and we will have the final, the third race in this match in just a few minutes. Alright, we'll be getting started with Game 3 in just a few seconds here. And if you were here for Game 1 and Game 2, you know these are two very closely matched runners, and this could go either way. And so if you like seeing swordless runs, definitely stick around. And they're off. Once again, heading to the northeast to grab some money. Once again, Kingdahl waking both Armoses. I wonder if there's a reason for that. I think it's just a flourish, but maybe we can ask him if I remember. We're both buying a candle. We will both head over into the Deadwoods to get our 100 secret, and let's see if anyone gets a lucky bomb drop this time. Flip killed the wrong thing. He got bopped away from the blue Octrock. I'm not sure if that red Octrock resolved. He may, because the global, which controls the random drops, resolves a little later than the consecutive, and he transitioned the screen. So he may still have a chance, but I don't know if he'll go for it or not. Kingdahl goes for it on those moblins, does not get lucky, so we're both going to have to buy bombs this time. We got the arrows, which are, of course, required for Goma, but also very useful when you don't have a sword. And the meat, which is required for the Grumble puzzle in level 7. Both runners getting that bomb 30 this time. Alright. Both runners in level 1. Picking up some keys and their bow. Alright, I'm doing a bunch of things at once, so I've been a little quiet. So our runners are into level 3. They're going to go up top route, which lets them have more keys, also gives them this bomb pack from the keys. Alright, Swordless is out of 3. Kingdahl not far behind him into the manhandle fight. You'll recall in Game 1 the manhandle was not kind to Kingdahl. But they had simultaneous manhandle fights in the second game. Ooh. Alright, he gets him, and he gets the bomb. So they're both out of 3. Alright, now we're into level 4. We cannot beat level 4 without either a sword or a wand, because those are the only two things that hurt Gleeok, the boss of the level. Flip first to the ladder in this one. Well, not too far behind him. And once again, they will head into level 5. Both runners gonna grab the potion here and use that 100 secret to pay for the bomb upgrade coming up at 5. In chat mentioning Kingdahl left 4 with some extra bombs, so using those to kill a Gibdo. We'll save some arrows after the up A. And we're neck and neck heading into the stairs. Kingdahl, as you'll recall, skipped the boomerang, so he's using the candle to do some of the stuff that Flip is doing with the boomerang. Dropping a bomb on the old man doesn't increment the count. If it happened to be the 10, it would also store a bomb. I wasn't counting along with Kingdahl. There are 2 screens, and I can't count them. Can't count them both at once, but they are simultaneous into the recorder room. This course can be a high variance room, so we'll see who does better. Kingdahl gets his bomb force. So does Flip. Alright, Flip first to the recorder, but only by about the time it took to kill one last Dark Nut. Kingdahl right behind him. And Kingdahl killed because Kingdahl killed that Gibdo on the way in, he'll do this room a little bit faster. So, and also Flip choosing to dip into Fort Gibdo to get this backup bomb. That allows Kingdahl to take the lead despite the slightly slower recorder room. Alright, and Kingdahl first out of Dig Dogger. Flip right behind him. Alright, so once again they're taking their different routes to level 6. Flip whistling to the Deadwoods and coming in through the graveyard. Struggling with this, the scroll that Flip is struggling with, the Moblin arrows can lag that screen and make it trickier than other screen scrolls. Alright. Flip boomerangs down the belfry. They're both into Breakfast Room 1 together. Kingdahl gets his bomb force off the first Wizroom. So does Flip. Wizrobes are dead, our runners are ready to get set for the wand fight. Flip a little ahead on bombs as they exit Magical Breakfast Room 1 arm in arm. Coming into this dark moat room, which can be nasty. Question chat, does anything exist in the stored cave now? Yes, you could go back there and the wood sword would be there because they never got it. That like, getting eaten by a like there's a real problem for Kingdahl because the wand, there's nothing else that kills the like except for the bomb, so he had to spend his bombs to get out of there. Takes a bubble hit. Yeah, he has to get a lucky bomb from the Wizrobes, or he can't continue. Basically, I mean, he has to leave 6 to buy bombs or something to continue the run at all. Ooh, he gets the lucky drop. Okay, Daredevil stuff from Kingdahl there, and now he still has problems because 4 bombs is not enough for this room. But well, I don't know how many Wizrobes are in that side room. I think it's like 6. So, well, he got another lucky drop. So the game does not want this race to end right now, I guess. Yeah, by reloading the room there, he also respawned one of the Wizrobes as an orange, which takes 1 bomb as opposed to 3 to kill. Alright. He's down to 1 unbomb, but he does have the wand, so he will be able to yeah, I think you get 2 blue Wizrobes and an orange, so you can't just keep reloading it and get oranges. Maybe it's 1 blue Wizrobe and an orange, but if you could reload it and get orange first, I'm pretty sure we'd do that more often. So flip into Breakfast Room 2. Ooh, Kingdahl dodging around this dark moat. Oof. Nice bombs for Flip there in the second Breakfast Room. Kingdahl does get some bombs off the Vires, but Flip definitely going to have a lead coming out of 6 here, assuming something horrible doesn't happen in the next 2 rooms. Alright, so Flip out of level 6. Kingdahl did have to reload the room a bunch, but he filled up his bombs as he did it, so it's not like he has to wand to the like and... Oh, don't... That was... Okay. He could have menued and wanted his way out of that like and used the bomb on the Wizrobe, but I guess bombing out the Wizrobe and respawning to get the like is another approach. So flip back and 4, ready to finish off Gliok now. Flip at Gleok. Kingdahl whistling to 3, probably gonna farm a little bit to try and get some bombs before going back into 4. No help on that screen. Alright, finally gets one from that moblin. Flip's already out of 4, so he's got a lead built up now. That can change significantly later on, but as we're past 6, the biggest swing is behind us, at least until L9, so see if he can keep it up with Kingdahl on his heels. Certainly no room to slow down. Flip succeeds in farming a bomb on the way into 7. Kingdahl out of 4. Flip about half a level 7 ahead. Maybe a little more. Alright, so Kingdahl at Grumble as Flip finishes off 7. If he does the same thing he did in the first 2 races, Flip will refill his potion. Although, did he potion in the in 6 this time? I think he likes to have a red potion going into 8. So Flip going into level 8 with 6 bombs. Kingdahl closed the gap a little bit in 7. He's not just the overworld trip part. And he probably won't stop for that potion with Lola. Actually, I looked away because we've got some stuff going on in the background with this tournament. That, so I might have missed some stuff. Ooh. Flip taking a beating from the darkness, he's gonna have to potion. Now? Yeah, he's not, though. Kingdahl's just gonna head into 8. Yeah, I mean, Kingdahl does have definitely has some more experience than Flip wanding Darknuts. So we've seen in the previous races that that he can do this without getting that hurt. We'll see how it plays out. It's certainly not 0 risk, even. I'll get a welcome fairy drop. Arms a bomb in the transition, really closing the gap on SwordlessTwitchFlip here in 8. Flip clearing this staircase, presumably to get some bombs. Kingdahl hot on his heels in Lagoon 2. The winner of this match, which will be the winner of this race, since they've each won one, will go to the semifinals against the winner of Antlers and Mr. Dunlow, who will be playing on Wednesday night. And yeah, Kingdahl putting on a clinic in how to fight Darknuts safely. He is right behind Flip. Made up a lot of time over the past 2 splits relative to his opponent. Ooh, and Flip is on one heart without a potion. Ooh, no. That hurts. Yeah, unfortunately the Darknuts all come back, so Flip may want to go out somewhere and get a health refill. Yeah, that looks like what he's doing. And yeah, Kingdahl, considerable lead now. You can see how quickly things can change. I guess as he's going up to get the Heart Rock potion, and might loop over to a Fairy Fountain before going into 8, I'm not sure. Oh, did he get fireballed out of the middle of the fight? I missed that. Flip going back into, he doesn't even safety up, he's going in with a heart and a half. Blue Darkness do 2 hearts of damage, so he can take a fireball, but that's it. potions. Kingdahl going over to get the extra free bombs in two. Alright, flip into round 2 with the four-headed Gleeok as I think Kingdahl whistled in the wrong direction, but he's heading to level 9 soon. Kingdahl does not have a potion for 9. I don't know if he'll stop for one or not. I probably would, especially since he has the lead, but he's not doing it. He's just gonna go, it looks like. That very teasing flip, it would save a couple seconds on the refill if he picked it up, but then he couldn't get to it before it hit on those blocks. Flip farming a bomb on the way into 6. As Kingdahl is into 9. Alright, Kingdahl heading into the next room. Actually switch to the audio so we can hear level 9. Kingdahl pass the next room. As Flip finishes off 2, and he will join Kingdahl in 9 soon enough. Flip probably will stop for a potion before 9. Kingdahl gets a force and heads on into the last Wizrobe fight. He may try to get another force before that, though. Because Kingdahl didn't get a potion, he doesn't want to face tank this Patra like we often do. Oh, that's smart. He took damage from the candle, because the candle only does half a heart of damage, whereas Patra does 2 hearts of damage. So burning himself to get the iframes to get through the Patra was a nice play there. Kingdahl into the Wizrobe trap. Using that key from Patcher 3 to hide in here is a nice little safety. Kingdahl is a Patcher 3 from away from taking this match. Get your GGs in chat for Kingdahl finishing this race and taking with a time of 42.18, and he will take down this series. See if Flip wants to finish it out. He may or may not. Yeah. SwordlessTwitchFlip, seeing the win in the race room, decides to throw in the towel. He forfeits, and see if they want to come in and talk about it. We lost our triangles for some reason, but it should take two for Kingdahl, 1 for SwordlessTwitchFlip. This was a 3-game series and a very exciting one. Hey, Flip, GG.
Hey, man, thanks for your pity. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I don't know if Kingdahl's going to come in and join us. He's saying in the race room, it ain't what it used to be, Taven. That's right. He, 5 years ago... Oh, here he is. Here he is. Hey, Kingdahl, GG.
GG's.
Yeah,
hey, man, great game, Kingdahl. Great game.
Yeah, that was a fun series. You were both closely matched in all 3 races, but especially in the first one up until Kingdahl took the death or ran out of bombs and forfeited. Flip was right behind him, and you guys were less than a minute apart in game 2, and game 3 obviously that heartbreaking death to Gliok on Flip's side kind of sealed the deal, and Kingdahl did not have the misstep he would have needed to for you to catch up after that. But valiant effort nonetheless, and very fun to watch. So, Kingdahl, what's it like being back at Vanilla Swordless?
It's rusty. It's a rusty wand, maybe. I mean, to be good at Swordless, you really gotta grind over and over again and get used to everything, and then you reset when it goes bad. A racing Swordless isn't really recommended, I would say.
I would definitely agree.
Well, unfortunately, you will have to race some more because you're into the semifinals. You'll have the winner of Antlers and Dunlow we'll find out.
I think if I can put like these 3 races into one race, I think I would have like a 37. So
Yeah, right.
that's probably what I need to do.
Yeah, that's always the challenge. Get all your good segments into one run, and you're golden.
I mean, I stood in level 6 in this one, and I put down the bomb of destiny. Because I don't know where you go if you don't get a bomb there.
yeah, you have to leave the level if you didn't get a bomb there, and you were on your last bomb, and I know you didn't have a count because you'd hit a bubble right before there. So it's just a pure gamble, and I said, well, the game doesn't want this race to end because really helped you out there, and
that same thing happened to me in 6. I dropped the last bomb in the second Wizard room, and I didn't know if my count was high enough or not. I just had to drop it. I was like, well, it's either this or nothing.
Are you talking about the second race?
Yeah,
because
the second race.
Yeah, we remember we were all in that room, and it was like it's very funny to find out you didn't know the count because you got the force on that last bomb on those last 2 Wizards in the wand room, and we were all super impressed.
Well, I knew it was supposed to be at 10, but in the moment when it's your last bomb, it's a really, really, really big gamble, you know?
Yeah, I mean, even if you're certain you're right, like what if they phase out of the way a little bit?
I just stood there. You know, you could see it on the stream, I'm sure. I just stood there a moment and was like, what do I do? But I kept going for it. I had a lucky run that run, but I did not have a lucky 8 in this last run, and that hurt my feelings. But it really was my own fault. I really wasn't watching my health, and I was just bouncing around in there. And then the last fireball chased me.
Yeah, I was looking over it. I was looking over Kingdahl.
I ended up running out of potions in 6 as well, so I had to play everything a little bit safe after 6.
Yeah, we kept wondering, because you potioned twice in that 6 in the last race, if you were gonna grab a potion before 8 or 9, and you just never did. You kept going, which fun to watch.
Yeah, that time was not good enough to get that potion. I was 3 minutes behind my 39 I put up yesterday. So it was headed for the 42, and I mean 42 has been kind of the time here, so there's no potion then.
Still have standards even when rusty, and
I mean the game is easy at the end because you have like 11 horses or something. In 6 you have like 5. So
right.
You take a bop in 6, you pretty much want a potion because going back is not an option.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I did
very fun.
I did the same thing in 6. I potioned during the last run because during the second run I died in the last magical breakfast room because I thought about potion and I was like, nah, I'll be okay, and instantly died. Like, I mean, I didn't even get the bomb out of my hand.
I also had a few close calls when I was in the middle of a group hug of Wistros and everything. So I don't know. I mean, back a few years ago, I was running this low percent swordless and reverse boss order swordless and everything. Then you had to know everything, but over the years, I mean, those kind of instincts go away, and it's like starting all over again. But the combat levels are still good, but it's like the counts, and you try to hold the count and remember, like, oh, this guy here and everything. It just happened. It was so fluent back then, and now it's stuttering.
Yeah.
Well, great game, man. I'm gonna get off of here and go and soak my troubles, and you sadly have to continue playing. So good luck to you in the rest of the combat, man.
Thanks. So I'm getting Dunlow or antlers, so thank you.
Good luck.
We'll see what happens in their race, and very excited. So we have 3 continents versus. Full of racers in the semis now, because Kron 119, who's from Japan, and Captain Green 7, who's from America, are also in the semis in the bottom half. So, and we got European representation in the top half now, and so it's global phenomenon, Zelda 1 vanilla swordless. Get on the bandwagon.
Well, I'm going to get off the bandwagon.
All right, well, not for too long, but thanks so much for joining us in this tournament, SwordlessTwitchFlip. It's been delightful to see you grow and compete, and I hope you'll keep doing comms even though you're done racing.
Oh heck yeah, yeah! I'm going to be a lot more fun in comms now that I'm not terrified of this. So.
All right.
All right, guys, I'm out of here. GG's, Kingdahl. Thanks, John. You're great.
All right, and so any other final words, Kingdahl?
I was kind of saying when Donald talked about this tournament that, I mean, since I moved on to the randomizer and kind of like the seeds where you need the bomb drops and stuff, we do like this chase format where you get a window of an hour to set a time. I think for Swordless, that's a way better way to do.
Yeah, I was talking to Dunlow about maybe lifetime attacks for some categories going forward, and he mentioned that he'd had a conversation with you about that for Swordless. So that is something we will consider in the future as we think about events.
It's so brutal. Like in 3, if you die to them and handle or something, or if he's just a jerk, I mean, the next 35 minutes of your life is a waste of time.
Well, the thing is, because it's so volatile, something can always happen to your opponent, so it can turn into a contest of who knows the backups in 9 better.
Yeah,
but it is right. It is different it is quite different from.
That's not why we're playing, to have the other guy fail worse than you.
That's true. But it can be fun to watch when it comes down to that. But you're right, it is quite different from grinding for the best time you can. But that said, I hope
from a viewer's perspective, this is fun because this can just go really
yeah, for sure.
I mean, from a runner, if you want to like break your computer 5 minutes in and then you have 35 minutes left to play, it's annoying.
Yeah. Well, thanks for a great race, Kingdahl and Flip, and thanks to SpeedGaming for the restream. There is a race over on SpeedGaming main. Looks like they're heading into 9 now, so we can go over and watch that between Dunlow and Billick over in the Premier Bracket semifinal. We have more races coming up. Do I have the schedule somewhere here? Yeah, tomorrow night, Dr. Blue and Captain Green have their championship bracket match at 9 p.m. Eastern, and Antlers and Shaddy have their championship bracket match at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Those are best of 3 any% no-up A races. On Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, Antlers and Mr. Dunlow have their Swordless race, and 10:30 Eastern, Why Must You Hate Me and Shaddy have their 100% no-up A race. Those are all those Swordless and Hundo are best of 3 like this one, and those are Wednesday night, and all of those are slated on one of the SpeedGaming channels, so keep your eyes out for more Zelda 1, and for now, we will say goodnight.